Hey there everybody, and welcome to a new adventure here on the Craftaway server with your favorite noob survival player, the other metalhead miner, me, Racecrafter. Thank you so much for joining me. So last episode we left off with this super awesome chicken cooker that has been producing top quality premium cooked chicken flawlessly. And also, thanks to the guys down in the comments from my last video, I have since placed dirt blocks next to the pumpkins. So I am finally getting pumpkins to grow. And I haven't got too many yet, but, you know, I don't even know what I'm going to do with them. But I got them, so they're there. Also been, you know, collecting carrots and potatoes and wheat and all that other yummy stuff. So, this episode, or actually last episode, I hinted at a project that I had started to dig out big underground thing there. So we're going to get into that. But first, I wanted to quickly thank Kunipshunfit. Once he came back from his academy training there at the fire department, he brought me over a super cool fishing rod and bow that has helped me get a few things. Yeah, the trident I got from a drowned. That wasn't from the fishing rod, but I put them up on item frames to display them so I could oogle at them since they were so cool. And with that fishing rod, I've gotten all these other cool fishing rods, and I have since displayed those, or my good ones, on the wall. And you might notice a diamond pickaxe there that came from Mr. Sunfire, and he graciously and generously gave that to me. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that. And thank you to Kunipshunfit. Super cool, dude. Thank you so much. These are just some things that I've picked up fishing. I gotta say, I'm really liking this whole fishing thing. I didn't really realize all the cool stuff you can get fishing. Yeah, there's a bunch of crud and crap that you get along the way, but definitely get some cool stuff. I'm liking it. I'm just kind of showing you around here what I got in the chests and that. But here's our area here that we're going to be building in, and this first build is a item sorter, and this is a big old row of repeaters. This is the basic shape. There's still this whole row above the repeaters is going to be filled in with blocks, but I wanted to leave that open for now just to kind of show you what was down there. And because I'm kind of organized, but this is obviously something cool to build and fully expandable. Right now I have it at 20, but I can expand it further or decrease it, you know, whatever the case. But I'm just going to show you the first. They're all exactly the same. You just kind of repeat everything all the way down the line. So we've got the repeater down below. We had the T-shaped with the blocks. Then you place the chest in the front, the comparator on top, and you can see this T-shape there. And then hoppers go, again, I mentioned that I needed a lot of iron for a lot of hoppers. There's a crap load of hoppers that are required for this and the project that's going to be facing it on the other side of the wall that we'll get to in a little bit. But here I'm just kind of building up and placing the hopper. One hopper here goes into the chest. There will be another hopper that goes into the comparator. Not there. That's not into the comparator that way. Needs to go on top of this hopper into that comparator. You got to aim right at the side of that comparator to get it in there. Yeah, right there. So that goes into the comparator. So whenever there's something in that hopper, the comparator is activated and knows that there's something in there. Now the next hopper goes on top of that hopper. So there's just hoppers on top of hoppers, extended and pushed into hoppers. It's just a freaking hopper party. So yeah, it goes on top of that hopper, and it can, since this is the last one, it can face down into it, but you can place it going kind of facing you or facing me right now. Either way, since it's the last one, it doesn't really matter. But if you want to expand it at a later time, you would face it going away from, or facing this direction that I'm going now. So I'm going to change this just in case I want to extend it. Oh, actually I don't change it right now. But I will kind of speed up this process so the video is not too long, and we'll come back to you. And we're back. So I got the whole thing built here. I got all my item frames there to indicate what's in each chest. And just in the process of testing it right now, you can see those blockers that are in there. I went to the anvil, renamed them blocker. That is just so that nothing will ever be sorted as blocker, obviously. So that just ensures that the hopper only sees the item that you want to be sorted and only places that item into that chest. So I followed a Skippy6 Gaming tutorial for this, so that's the way he kind of did. He didn't use dirt, but that's what I'm using. But it just seems that it doesn't break as easily, or it's a little more efficient doing it that way. So here I'm just testing it. That's the input chest up top there, and I'm coming to realize that I just screwed up because the sand is not feeding into this, even though I think I had done it right. But it's not in that one, and it's not in that one. But what happens is, because there it is, because there is nothing input into this sorter or into this hopper, that whatever you put in there that isn't the cobblestone for the first one is going to load into that, because there's no item in there. So each thing has to have an item in it to be able to sort to the proper location. So here we're starting on the second project, and this one is going to be a super smelter. And again, this is another Skippy6 Gaming tutorial that I followed to get this. And again, a crap load of hoppers to use. Dang torch. Yeah, there, dude. And I think, if I remember correctly, I added some, but I think there's somewhere around like 58 or 60 hoppers just for this smelter. But it's super cool. There's 12 furnaces that are going to be placed, and it definitely speeds up the whole process. I lost count here, so I got 1, 4, 5, 6. So 6 more hoppers getting placed down here, and the furnaces, or ferni, however you want to pronounce it. I don't even know if ferni is a word, but you know, whatever. Sounds cool. The furnaces get placed on top of the hoppers here, and just going to go down the line like this. And again, I'm going to speed up the video, and I'll be back with you in just a minute. And we're back, and it is all built now. The redstone is very, very simple on this. Just 2 comparators, 2 repeaters, and a bunch of dust down each side of these blocks here, to activate the hoppers. That is it. This is the fuel chest. You put in your coal in this one. The top chest, you can see it feeds in pretty fast. And the top chest is the item you want to smelt, and then you come over here and you can see that kind of feeds in fairly equal amounts to each furnace. Sometimes one gets more, sometimes one gets less, but it's pretty equal. And then you throw your whatever you want to put in there. I'm just gonna make some glass here real quick, throw the sand in there, and you run over to the front because it's really cool. Watch this. 1, 2, 3, whoosh! I love that. It never gets old, and it's just so cool. I love it. And it does not take long. You're gonna see here, and there it is, and it feeds really quickly. So it's like a turbo smelter, and it will feed in increments of 12, obviously, because there's 12 ferni. I don't know. But it feeds in 12, so there's 12, and then, 24, 36, 48, up the line like that, or however many items you put in there, it'll feed in 12s. If you don't put an amount of that is divisible by 12. I think sometimes some of the stuff will get left in there. You won't get your full load out of there until you put something else in there that will be divisible by 12, so that everything can get shot out. But this is just super cool. I love it. Every time all those furnaces fire up at the same time, I have to run over to the side and look. It's just super cool. And like I said, and there's 2 redstone torches. Sorry, I forgot to mention that before. But the redstone is super, super easy on it. I believe those repeaters are set to 3 ticks. That's pretty important. Otherwise, it doesn't work. But you can see it. It feeds pretty quick. At times, the first one and the last one kind of stay lit where all the others go off. I'm no redstone guy kind of guy, but I don't know why it does that, but it does. So whatever, it doesn't matter to me. I did notice that when I built, decorated all around it, I needed to leave a block spacing on each side of everything, because I put everything kind of right up against it, and it did some really weird stuff, and I had to pretty much rebuild the whole thing again because I couldn't get to a couple hoppers, even though I do have kind of access to almost everything. I did have to rebuild it because there's some hoppers that I couldn't get to, and there was stuff stuck in there, and whoosh, there it is again. I love that. There was stuff stuck in there, and so you got to leave a spacing and not let blocks touch the blocks that are activated with redstone. Otherwise, there's going to be issues. So here it is, all finished and decorated. Ooh, shiny things. The sun, very shiny, very shiny. Perfect sunset. Oh, I love that. Awesome. So yeah, here it is, all decorated out, and yeah, you're gonna notice I've been using a lot of granite, andesite, and diorite. Obviously, in this texture pack, the Chroma Hills texture pack, they look awesome. In vanilla or other texture packs, I wouldn't be cut dead using this stuff because it just looks absolutely horrible. But in this texture pack, I love it. I love everything about this texture pack. If you don't have Chroma Hills and you're liking what you see here, absolutely get it. It is awesome. So as you can see here, there's spacing between the blocks and everything. I've got these doors in the back to kind of have full access in here. I decided to make this a bulk storage thing as well as the sorter. I haven't completed it yet, but those are the chests that are in the floor up top, and then 3 hoppers coming down, and eventually these will all be filled up from the top. Nether wart too. Thank you, Sunfire SG, for the nether wart. It's super ugly and cool, and the soul sand too. Getting quite a collection going. The thing with this, the only bummer is that with the full bulk storage thing here, it fills the bottom chest first. So it fills from bottom to top. So these 2 bottom chests need to be filled before anything will fill in that top chest. So when I'm on the floor above, I'll be able to access it. Otherwise, I had to come down here and get anything. But, no big deal. This is my craftables storage area. Anything that's craftable or trinket, books and stuff like that, glass, lapis, redstone. I did put those up in the item sorter, but I also have them down here just because I don't have that much stuff yet, so I wanted to fill something up with something so it's not so empty in there. Got a nice iron door here that goes down into a cave down there. I go mining every so often. This trap door is there just because when I was digging this out, there was a light source down there, and I just never filled it in. I put a trap door. I thought that was pretty cool. I really like the glass part here. It's kind of looking over to the observation station that I built. I showed you in the other episode. So, and then when you look from there over to here, you can see the glass, see through the glass. It's all kind of lit up and stuff. But here I got all my stuff in here. I did decide to put 2 things of coal because I couldn't think of anything else. The last one is trash bucket. Yeah, I actually use gravel. I still have 2 spaces there to fill. I have not found acacia wood and I have not found dark oak wood, so that will be reserved for those 2. Just show you it. See how fast that goes in? That was like lightning fast. See, it doesn't fill into this chest. You got to go down below. It fills into the bottom chest, then the next chest, then this one. But you know, no big deal since the other ones are not. But you can see it kind of flickering right there, going down into the bottom chest. These other ones here don't have the hoppers hooked up to them yet, so I can access the top chests up there. So you can see those trapdoors there on the side. That andesite there is the same andesite that the redstone dust was all put across. So when this, it's kind of funny, but when this activates, those 1, 2, 3, whoosh! Oh, you made a fool of me there. But you can see the trapdoors activate every so often because they're touching the andesite, which has the redstone on it, which is kind of funny. I was like at first going, what the heck's going on? I don't understand. But it's just funny. But I think once I get some glowstone, I will make some redstone lamps and put those there, and just something to entertain myself with for now. It's kind of funny. But yeah, that's that. The flooring is stripped spruce, which I like totally love. It's just awesome. You can see that goes. Oh, I got some iron ingots in there too. I guess I forgot about those, or maybe those were left over because I didn't put a number of divisible by 12 in there. So back here, it's a little bit different because there's just so many freaking hoppers that even with the little dig outs that I got in the bottom there, I'm still unable to access a couple of them. But after redoing it, rebuilding the decoration part of it, and leaving that space there, even though the trapdoor is there that activates, it does not seem to cause any of the weirdness that was happening before. When there was an actual like solid block there next to it, it just did weird stuff. So with the trapdoors there, it doesn't seem to do that weird stuff, and they activate, so it's kind of entertainment at the same time. So you can see like under here I can access these, but those hoppers going into the furnace just above right there I cannot access. So that was the problem before, is why I had to rebuild it. There was stuff stuck in there or something. I don't remember exactly, but you know, no big deal. Just rebuilt it, redecorated it, and I did have glass all along the front where the furnaces are, which looked really cool. But until I'm like fully satisfied that those trapdoors are not going to affect it and make it do weird stuff, I'm not going to keep losing glass from having to break it and check inside because it can't access the furnaces with the glass in front, even from the back, because the hopper's in the way, and when you try and hit the furnace to try and look inside there, it goes to the hopper. Zombie villager, my new girlfriend, I call her Bombs. Got her to cure for my since I can't find any regular villagers. I want to make that iron golem spawner iron farm thing. But also got a new stairway entrance here. This is the newest thing I just built. I like it. Again, with the andesite, with the granite. I'm sure in vanilla it just would look horrible. Even the cobblestone in this texture pack looks awesome. So I'm rolling with it. I'm keeping with the theme. I started with it, and I really like it. But everything around here, kept everything at 2 blocks high, hoping that mobs and stuff cannot, except spiders, cannot get up more than 2 blocks. But there's also a fence or a wall above it. But, you know, I think it looks pretty cool. It's kind of castle-like, slightly medieval. Or more castle. I guess castles are medieval too, so. But yeah, that took a crap load of blocks and some tricky maneuvering. But I'm getting better at building in survival. I'm learning, you know. I've been on this server for I think a month now, actually. I can't believe it's been that long already. But I'm learning a lot. The guys are really helping me out with all kinds of information. The other day I did a nice collaboration with Sunfire. He taught me about enchantments and potions, and that was super cool. Yeah, I didn't complete this because I found her wandering out when I poked through the wall or the dirt right there, so I just kind of trapped her inside to cure her at a later date, just whenever I have enough villagers to or brown coats. I need brown coats for that iron golem spawner. But you know, I'm not having to hop and jump and follow the torch trail down there anymore. It's great. It's awesome. So we're back up here on the top here. Kunipshunfit has this super cool. You should check out his video on this AFK fish farm. It's dead easy to build. It's just a single water block source with a hopper and a chest underneath. I just built that one just for fun. This one is fully mob proof. It's fully enclosed in glass, so nothing will spawn and nothing will come and eat you when you are AFKing during the day or night or whenever you AFK. On the bedrock, I still need to pick up the auto click program that he showed in his video. I'll leave a link to the description below to his video. But you just kind of stand there, you aim your fishing rod at that block, drop it in, and you just start pulling up cool stuff. So this was originally the area that I was going to build the spawner in, but I was talking with Captain Obvious, and he told me that doors would be too close. It cannot be within a certain distance of other wood doors. So I'll get back to those in a minute. Super cool skeleton horses. Oh my god, they look so awesome. But he told me that it needs to be a certain distance from any other door, so I scrapped that area idea and then moved it down here. But yeah, we'll get back to those skeleton horses near the end. It was fun getting those. Oh my god, it was so funny. But yeah, that's the start of it. I can't go any further on that until I get some villagers in there. But I cleared out like a whole bunch of space down here, and a whole bunch of space over here. Put these fences up because I kept getting too close to the edge. The grass kind of blends in with the grass at the bottom sometimes, and I've fallen a few times. But while I was clearing out this area, I came across something pretty cool that I can definitely use. Make note of these cobblestone blocks right there. But down in here, I found a spawner, and it is a zombie spawner. And thanks to the guys from my last video, or the first video where I found the spider spawner, I was able to get in there and throw the torch on top of the spawner to stop them from spawning. So yeah, I learned because I was taught, so I put that to practice. And this little area here was my first entrance into there. Use iron door because the zombie broke the wood door. I learned that. Got another glass observation deck here. Got another glass one down here, and I have another zombie villager trapped down there to cure at a later date. That one is a brown coat, so I'm hoping that they're farmer-like. And I built this so I could place and remove the torch without dying and having to run in there and try and fight them off and all that stuff. But down here, you saw there's an iron door in the back left corner of the spawner room there. That's how I kind of, there she is. That's how I trapped. I took some hits, damage, kind of walking through her to get her trapped down there. It took me like twice. I can't believe I freaking died from a zombie the first time, but I just wasn't fast enough and I didn't hit the right keys, and I was like, oh man, that's just really embarrassing to die from a zombie. But anyway, she's down there. She'll be cured at a later date. My plan was to cure her and then lead her up the stairs with some doors, and that's why these 3 blocks are there. That's the exit from the stairway there. And then get a boat and take them down the river here to the little dock that I have, take them up, and then into the spawner or the golem farm that's just the other side of here. But now that I'm thinking about it, it might even be easier as a zombie to have her follow me, because she'll want to try and eat me. So maybe that might be the thing, because the villagers are going to go in here once they're cured. It won't work with a zombie villager, because I don't know why exactly, probably because they're a zombie, duh. But you know, I'm thinking maybe I'll just have her follow me as a zombie. It might be easier to get them there rather than getting the villager in the boat and taking them down and then placing doors so they keep following you and blah blah blah. But this staircase here is new. This kind of stuff. I've been kind of busy just decorating. I keep using the word decorating. I don't know. Building, obviously. You know, maybe I'll change it to building. But there's a sign above the door there by #ModernMedieval. So I was on this mission mining. I have just come off fighting a foursome of skeletons. Found some gold, and my inventory is full. So I got to figure out what I'm going to dismiss. Rotten flesh. No, definitely don't need that. Bye-bye. And get me some gold. Oh, dang it. Got the rotten flesh back. No. Send it. Yeah. Out of here. And picked up this gold here. Gold is, I don't know, it doesn't seem like gold swords and stuff are like really powerful. I don't know, maybe with enchantments they'll be more powerful. But I'm not really into gold. I'm more into the silver colors. But, you know, gold is gold. Ingots make gold apples, cure villagers. You know, it's all good. I'll take it. I got some iron up here. And just around the corner, just around the corner, I'm about to lay my eyes on some blue beauties. Yes, my first diamonds. I was so stoked. I'm like, oh my god, is that diamonds? Because it's a texture pack, I'd never seen them before. And I'm like, is that diamonds? It sure looks like diamonds. I'm looking at the water stream. The water stream is flowing. So I'm going to throw down some dirt blocks here, because if those pop off and get in the water, they're just going to flow right down there into the lava or under that those blocks there, and I'm going to lose them. So yes, I brought a iron pickaxe, and I'm using the right tool. So, and my inventory's full. What am I going to dump? I'm not going to dump anything. What I'm actually going to do is just use up this pickaxe. Actually, not this one. That's the iron one. I need to switch to stone. There. Get rid of this one. It shouldn't take too long. And there it goes. And I can go pick up They precious beauties. Sweet. I got diamonds, dude. Yeah. That's only 3 of them, but hey, it's a good start. I'm happy. So, back to the super skeleton horses. Yeah. This was a small battle royale. Like a mini battle royale. There was like 6 or 8 of these skeletons riding these skeleton horses, and I just like kind of panicked when I realized there were so many of them, and I really didn't mean to kill those skeleton horses, but I'm just like swinging at them with an axe. I didn't care. I just wanted to kill them. I got some cool bows from them, but then I got on the horse, and I'm just like, oh my god, is the horse drunk? Am I drunk? How the hell do you drive this thing? I'm just like smacking into trees. I'm smacking into bushes. I'm getting leaves in my teeth. I could not figure out how to get the bonk right into the wall. I could not figure out how to get this thing going in a normal riding way. And this guy is just like, oh, dude, I'm just going to kiss you goodbye because this guy's going to kill you. So I'm just trying to avoid trees, getting smacked by leaves left and right. I was laughing my ass off when I was doing this, and I couldn't even stop laughing. I was crying. I was laughing so hard. But I'm just like going through here, it's like, no, don't fall in a hole. And I could not figure out how to work this thing. It's, no, don't fall in the chasm over there. That's like a 100-block drop. So finally, I got over to the staircase and got up here. I'm like, trample the wheat. I don't care. Just get into this holding pen here. And finally, I'm like so happy to get back in there. It was so funny. And then the other funny thing is I'm like, how the hell do you get off this thing? I could not figure out how to get off the horse. I'm like trying to jump, and he's like, whoa, way up in the air. And I'm just like, oh my god, I'm stuck on this horse forever. So eventually I accidentally hit the shift key, and it popped me off because I realized that when I went back for the other one, it said, press shift key to dismount or whatever it said. But that was that. It was hilarious. So on that note, thank you so much for watching. I hope you will join me in the next episode. And until then, I am out of here. See ya.